Okay, guys, it's pre-market Wednesday, July 17th, 7:23 a.m. Going to take a look at a few markets and how I do my pre-market setup. So you'll want to put your market analyzer up and with the new range columns and risk columns. And so for the ES, for the custom trade time that we trade, uh, we for getting data and trading, I'll get 8.5 points approximately as a potential. So I've already got a range box set up of 8.5 points. And how you do that, it's real easy. You just put in like a level, 30-10, and then you can put 8.5 points on top of that. And then you get your range box. And so putting it on the close, you can see that price would get back up to that Globex high potentially, but it's already coming down. But we're in a cross pattern, not the most ideal setup to trade setups. I like to see trades happening when the linear regression and the trend line and the slope are all going the same direction. And then I'll look to make these entries on these pullbacks. During this condition. So that's your ideal setup, very simple. And then you can take that on a lower time frame and look for the range that is representative of that first standard deviation of a 14 period and a second standard deviation. So 1 and 2 range levels. So a little bit more for the second profit target. But now you have your playing field and you just put on a BloodHound template and try to get those inflections. It's always nice to know what kind of condition you're in versus a trending reversal, trend or reversal system, or a breakout from opening range pattern like we'll see on crude. First, we had a big breakout yesterday of the Globex and 1 hour initial balance broke out and just took off like a rocket. Two and a half. That's wild. So anyway, big range expansion. So expect this inside sideways, which is very difficult to trade. And you're in a wedge. So price is likely to fill that wedge. Wait for the breakout. And ideally for this to curl around so that you can hit those again when they start moving up. Right now it is cross currents coming up into that down volatility and in a counter trend trade. So not the most ideal trade setup on crude, so you might want to just hang out, find another market, or hit the corners. Or wait for the breakout. And the EIA is coming up, so that could happen. Like I said, the indexes were in an uptrend, and now they're rolling over into that same yucky counter trend pattern. So this is rolling over, that's coming up. So here's our wedge So this is a bigger wedge, but same thing. If it breaks out above the Globex high, it's likely to be running to that linear regression. And then if it breaks out below, you're going to be running right into the trend filter and upward volatility level. So that upward band is leading you to buy that bottom. So a good trade possibly would be wait for that second target. And that second target for the ES is 12 points. So very easily set this for 12 points. There's your box. And so if you're going to trade from there you go. Get you right down to your targets. So anytime you're in this box, look for trades taking you down to your target, to the bottom of the box. Or just decide if you're going to take a chunk out of that range. So that's pretty much all there is to it. And right now there's just nothing but zeros on the board. So there are no trades. Once the risk comes on, it's either going to be all red or all green. And you'll know when to start trading your short-term entries and where you're going to manage your risk, profits and stops. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the room. Please register for the webinar. Also, thank you.